Hello and welcome to the weather update. It's 8 p.m. on September 20th, 2019. And before I get started with this weather update, I want to talk about News 12's longtime senior meteorologist and one of my favorite News 12 meteorologists, Bill Korbel, is announcing he's going to be retiring from News 12 after 25 years. So his last day will be Friday, September 27th. That's a week from today. He claims, of course, that it was up to him, but, we've been seeing a lot of people leaving News 12 lately, and, I think maybe they just offered him a package, to basically retire because they're looking for a different demographic. He does live in Merrick, but, like I said, people who have been living in those towns for a long time are not that demographic. He's, a good, genuine guy, one of my favorite meteorologists. This was not an easy decision to make, but it was one I had to make. So, it's such a shame. It is such a shame. He is one of the most experienced meteorologists on News 12, and it's very disappointing. And I really hope, and I worry, that this kid Pat Cavlin is going to be this guy Pat Cavlin is going to be the weather person. I'll put his picture. I'll look at it. I'll look him up right now. So this is Pat Cavlin. So Cavlin is I'm worried they're going to put this guy in. So this is Pat Cavlin. Let's see. I think this is it. Let's see. Yeah, this guy. He looks like Jared Kushner. All right, we can't log in, but he looks like Jared Kushner. Let's see if we can get a picture of him. I'll just put images. Yeah, this is he looks like Jared Kushner. So you can see this is the demographic they're trying to gear to. They're trying to gear to this demographic right here. As you can see, that's looks like Jared Kushner. Obviously trying to gear to that demographic that we the white finance professional demographic, and I'm worried he's going to be Bill Korbel. This guy is a kid. He has no experience. I'm sorry to rant, but he's a freaking kid, and he looks like Jared Kushner. And I'm going to really be pissed if I got to see him every day on News 12. So hopefully they'll find someone with more experience to replace Bill Korbel. You're talking about Bill Korbel. Those are big shoes to fill. All right? Big shoes to fill. Anyway, sorry about that, but I had to mention that. So getting to our weather today, we had some cirrus clouds around today. You can look at the MODIS satellite, and I'll show you. We did have some cirrus around today because that satellite ain't going back far enough. So let's take a look at the cirrus clouds that we were dealing with today, and you can see that there were some cirrus clouds. It wasn't a lot, and the morning started off clear, fairly clear, but then these cirrus clouds rolled in on us, and toward the evening it kind of got a little better. I mean, it was just a few cirrus clouds. There weren't that many clouds, but it wasn't the nice blue sky we had yesterday. So let's take a look and see what's going on outside right now. Look at some of the temperatures across our area, and I'm not going to be bringing up any hurricanes in this update, right? Sorry. 67 degrees. Well, maybe I will have to actually bring up some hurricanes. All right, well, we'll see. Let me get through this first. The dew point is 57, so dew points have come up. I noticed that tonight, that it seemed like the humidity came up the humidity was low throughout much of the day, and then the night, in the past hour or two, as I was coming back, I felt the humidity come up a little higher, and that's because the dew point is up to 57. Made it up to 78 at Farmingdale today. So let's take a look at I gotta check out one other thing. Alright, so let's take the Temps River here. So 59, dew point is 53, so it looks like it has dropped off already there. And hit 78, and let's see, it got down to 38 degrees. I'll make that larger so you can see. It got down to 38 degrees in Temps River there. That's quite chilly that's what it is in the Pine Barrens when you have those conditions. I was talking about this last night, that even in Temps River it will cool off at night because it's the Pine Barrens, and the Pine Barrens, if the humidity is low and there's calm winds and the sky is clear, you're going to have radiational cooling. So let's take a look now at Westhampton. It's actually cooler in Temps River than it is at Westhampton. That's weird, huh? So 64 degrees in Westhampton, dew point 57. And what did it get down to in Westhampton? Well, we managed to beat Temps River, though. Got down to 35 last night in Westhampton. You go 35 degrees in Westhampton there. So wow, that is definitely something. That's pretty chilly. That's what it is in the Pine Barrens. You get these ideal conditions where it can get very cold at night, especially if the pines are short and it's a really desert-like area like Westhampton is. We can look at the one-day ground. You can see temperatures are mainly in the 60s. And let's just put the dew points on the screen to show you the dew points have come up a little bit. Dew points are in the mid-50s. I even see some 60-degree dew points in Nassau County and some in Suffolk too. So that's weird. The dew points are actually lower in New Jersey. Isn't that weird? Wow, that's interesting. I think maybe because we're getting a little more moisture in from the ocean, maybe. Well, that is weird, that's for sure. So let's take a look at the models and see what's going on. So, GFS, we start with that. So, you see we got this high now that was to our north. Now it's built to our south, so we're getting more of a southwesterly flow. That's where the temperature goes up. This over here is Jerry. Alright, I guess I'll have to talk about. But fortunately, it tracks away from us, and it does not impact our area. And we go into, so after a mild weekend, we go into next week. Looks like another front comes through Tuesday into Wednesday. Then we get another front possibly trying to come through on Friday. And it looks like a better pattern. So it looks like a better pattern. So we'll get a little closer here into our region. Again, go over what's going to be happening with the temperatures because they will be rising. So let's go into Saturday. You'll see temperatures will be in the mid-80s. So it's going to really be warm tomorrow. It's going to feel like summer ends on Monday, the 23rd. So the last few days of summer are sure going to feel like it, though it won't be too humid. Sunday, same thing, mid-80s, probably, maybe a little cooler on the South Shore. And then for Monday, you can see there's that cold front. So it's still warm on Monday. You can see the cold front coming through. And then for Tuesday, the temperatures drop back into where they're supposed to be in the low and mid 70s, and then we stay cooler throughout much of the rest of the week. And hopefully, we don't see that heat again. Hopefully, that'll be it. It looks like it tries to heat up next weekend a little bit. So now we're talking a ways away. So this is the long range here. So let's look at the dew points and see what's going to be happening with the dew points. And for that, I'm actually going to go and use the NAM model because it has a higher resolution. So let's see if it's showing. Yeah, you can see that little bit of humidity. It's showing that little burst of humidity that came in the night over Long Island. And the dew points will be up a little bit tomorrow, but not too much. It still should be fairly comfortable. As we go into Sunday, we see more humidity come into the area. And then Sunday is going to be humid. So we're going to have highs, dew points in the mid-60s. So Sunday is going to feel a lot worse than Saturday because of the higher humidity levels. Let's go back to the GFS because that only goes up to Sunday. Let's go into Monday. We still have some of that humidity hanging on, and then that front comes through, and then boom, dew points drop into the upper 40s and low 50s on Tuesday. So it's much more comfortable. We got the dry air again, and then maybe a little more humidity on Friday. But you can see more of a fall-like pattern. Dry air again for next weekend. So it really looks like we're finally getting into a more fall-like pattern and less humidity finally. So let's go and look at the sky conditions and see what the models have for our sky conditions. And you can see they have some high clouds over us tomorrow, so it probably won't be clear. There'll probably be some high clouds, again, patchy high clouds. Sunday, there might actually be more sun, less high clouds, but it's going to feel a lot worse because of the humidity. And then for Monday, we have that front come through with the clouds. And then Tuesday looks like a clear day again, so we could have a nice day on Tuesday. Wednesday, more clouds. Thursday, we may try to get out of it, but the clouds hang on. Friday, this front may get hung up, so we may be dealing with some clouds then. But that's way in the future. So let's go and look at what's happening with the tropical situation here. We have Hurricane Jerry, so let's take a look at Hurricane Jerry on the satellite, and then we'll look at the official NHC. Looking kind of disorganized, actually. Looks like it's undergoing some shear, but some of these cloud tops are pretty high, so it could reorganize again. Here's Puerto Rico, so fortunately it's missing Puerto Rico, and it's not really affecting anyone. It's just out in the ocean, fortunately. So let's go and look at the forecast from the Hurricane Center. I'm not going to read the statement. We'll just go ahead and look at this. So maximum sustained winds are 80 miles an hour. So it's weakened a little bit. Actually have it weakening to a tropical storm and then re-strengthening to a hurricane. And then Bermuda, again, may have to watch out Tuesday or Wednesday. Of course, this is way in the distance, but Bermuda will definitely have to watch out. So maximum sustained winds are 80 miles an hour. This movement is west-northwest at 17 miles an hour. So that does conclude this weather update. Again, of course, this doesn't show the actual minimum central pressure, which I kind of want to know. So I guess I'm going to have to go to the NHC. Let's see, maybe it's on here. Yeah, it is. Minimum central pressure is 991 millibars. No, they don't have inches. They just give them millibars. And I'm not going to go pull up the hurricane site now. So that does conclude this weather update. Thank you for watching and have a good night.